Welcome back to another episode of Quick Picks with the Geek. I am your host, Bro Power the Geek. All right, next up we've got Ottman Azaitar versus Micheal the Menace Johnson in a lightweight clash that's got all the makings of a what just happened moment. Whether it's Ottman's fireworks or Micheal's tendency to surprise us in both good and bad ways, buckle up for this one. Let's get into it. Ottman Azaitar, Ottman Bulldozer. Azaitar comes in as the plus 170 underdog with a record of 13-2. Now don't let that two-fight skid fool you. This guy still packs a serious punch. He started his UFC career on fire, with back-to-back first-round knockouts that had people hyped. Then, well, the wheels started to come off. First he ran into Matt Frivola, and let's give Frivola his due. This guy's hands are so heavy they could turn a granite statue into a pile of dust. They probably tell bedtime stories in the Frivola household about how dad can knock out the boogeyman. Ottman's other loss came against Francisco Prado, who's no slouch either. Sure, it's been a tough stretch, but let's not act like Ottman forgot how to fight. He's still a dangerous striker with serious power. If he lands clean, you're waking up to your corner man telling you what day it is. The big question is whether he can land against someone as seasoned as Micheal Johnson. Micheal Johnson. Speaking of seasoning, Micheal Johnson comes into this fight as the minus 200 favorite with a record of 23-19. Yeah, that's a lot of fights. In fact, Johnson's fought so many times, his highlight reel could double as a documentary about the evolution of MMA. But don't let the record fool you. This man has fought some of the best in the game. He's got wins over Dustin Poirier and Tony Ferguson, and that speed and accuracy of his still hold up. The thing about Johnson is that he's a bit of a coin flip. One night he's out there looking like a top 5 contender, piecing up elite competition. The next night he's getting caught by shots you'd expect him to avoid. It's like he's got a button in his brain that toggles between unstoppable force and mortal human. Johnson still has a little pop in his hands, and his experience gives him an edge in the fight IQ department. But at 38 years old, the gas tank isn't what it used to be. And if he lets Ottman dictate the pace, things could get dicey fast. So, who wins? This fight really comes down to whether Ottman can find that one big shot, or if Johnson can use his experience and speed to keep things technical. Ottman's path to victory is simple. March forward, throw bombs, and pray to the fight gods that one lands. Johnson, on the other hand, needs to stick and move, using his speed and footwork to frustrate Ottman and pick him apart over 3 rounds. The thing with Johnson is that he's seen it all, but sometimes he's a bit too comfortable seeing it all up close, if you catch my drift. If he gets drawn into a firefight with Ottman, it might not end well. Ottman doesn't have the volume or the technical prowess to win a decision against someone as experienced as Johnson, but he doesn't need it. All it takes is one clean shot, and Johnson could be looking up at the lights. Official pick, Ottman Azaitar. I'm going with Ottman here. Yes, he's on a 2-fight skid, but those losses came against solid opponents. He's got the kind of power that can change the fight in an instant, and Johnson, for all his experience, has been known to get caught. Plus, at plus 170, Ottman's odds are too tempting to pass up. If Ottman can push the pace early and force Johnson into a brawl, I think he lands that one big shot and bounces back in a big way. And let's be real, this card is begging for a few underdogs to come through, and Ottman might just be the guy to do it. Oh, and if you're still on the fence, just remember this. Betting against Johnson is a roller coaster, but betting on Johnson is an emotional support group waiting to happen. Choose your chaos wisely. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat when the next video drops. And don't be shy. Leave a comment below and let me know who you got winning this fight. Let's see who really has the crystal ball around here. Until next time.